So you're looking to really get under the hood of a topic, right? Grab those key insights fast without wading through everything.
Yeah, to get that deeper understanding efficiently.
Exactly. Feel genuinely clued in. That's what we do here. And today, we're diving into something pretty interesting for anyone thinking about business growth, loyalty, that kind of thing. Specifically, gyms and fitness studios. Like, how do some places just become these hubs, pulling people in, building this vibe that's way beyond just paying a monthly fee?
It's a great question.
Mm.
And it really taps into a pretty big shift in how fitness businesses can, operate and grow sustainably, just banking on those recurring memberships.
Yeah.
It's got limits today.
Totally. Which brings us nicely to our source for this deep dive. It's a white paper from jthomas called Beyond the Membership: How Workshops, Seminars, and Specialty Classes Can Grow Your Gym's Brand and Attract New Leads.
Right?
And what jumped out at me wasn't just like quick cash ideas. It's more about building something solid, something resilient.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The paper really argues that these other offerings, they're not just add-on revenue streams. They're strategic. They build connections, foster trust, make the whole business model more dynamic.
So for you listening, whether you actually run a fitness business or you're just, fascinated by smart business strategy.
This should give you some really useful ways to think about it.
Yeah. Ways to bring people in without that hard sell, get current members excited again, and really position a place as like the expert. You might have a few aha moments here about growth and engagement.
So our mission today is pretty clear. Pull out the core ideas from this white paper. Understand why and how adding things like workshops and seminars can be such a powerful strategy for fitness businesses wanting to grow their impact.
Okay, let's kick off. The paper first tackles this basic idea. Why is sticking only to long-term memberships maybe not the best plan anymore?
Well, it's interesting. Memberships are familiar, right? Predictable income. But the paper points out they can also be a surprisingly big hurdle for a lot of potential customers.
A hurdle? How so?
In a crowded market, asking for that year-long commitment right away, it can just stop people in their tracks.
Right, I can see that. If you're new to fitness or maybe you had a bad gym experience before,
Exactly.
seeing sign up for a year feels like a massive jump. You worry, will I use it? Can I stick with it? There's that fear of commitment, decision fatigue. It just puts the stakes really high really early.
Precisely. And that's where this shift happens, moving from just yelling, join now, to maybe a softer, hey, try this. It lowers the barrier, less commitment, often less money up front. People get a taste of the value, experience the place, the instructors. It's less scary. A first step to building trust, maybe a longer relationship.
Makes sense. So the paper then breaks down 3 main types of events that use this try this idea. Let's start with workshops. What's the deal with those?
Workshops, according to the paper, are really about small groups, getting your hands dirty, very practical, focused on solving a specific problem or learning a specific skill. The key thing is they offer something tangible, something you can use right away. Builds confidence.
Got it. Less talk, more doing. What are some examples? Like, what kind of workshops could a gym run?
The paper gives some great ones, like Strength Training 101, Intro for Beginners, directly hits that intimidation factor.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Or Injury Prevention for Everyday Athletes, super relevant. Core and Posture Workshop for desk workers. Right? Who doesn't need that?
True.
And things like Kettlebell Fundamentals, diving deep into one popular tool.
Those all sound really specific, targeted at real needs. So who are these workshops best for? Attracting new people, keeping current members happy?
The paper says basically both. They're great for prospects, people who are curious but not ready for the full membership plunge. It's a low-risk way to check things out.
Sample the goods.
Exactly. And they're also good for current members who want to go deeper on something specific or try a new skill. Keeps things fresh for them, adds value to their membership.
Okay, workshops sound like a smart way to lower that entry bar and teach practical stuff. What's the second type of event the paper covers?
Second type, seminars. Think bigger groups. Maybe more lecture style, though they can be interactive too.
Okay.
The strategic angle here is showcasing expertise to a wider audience. You could even bring in outside experts, doctors, therapists, whatever fits. Boosts credibility.
Right, so a broader reach, positioning the gym as a knowledge hub. What topics work well for seminars?
Again, good examples in the paper. The science of sustainable fat loss, always popular, but doing it with real evidence. Fitness over 40, hormones, recovery and results, targets a specific demographic with info they really need. Or how to prepare for a Spartan race, very goal-focused, even mindfulness for performance, showing a more holistic view.
Those could definitely pull people in who aren't even thinking gym membership yet, but are just interested in, say, fat loss science.
Exactly. From a business view, the paper says seminars are awesome for community outreach. They attract people based on the topic.
Yeah.
They deliver high-value education, which builds trust and makes the gym look like the go-to resource locally. Plus, they're great for partnerships, linking up with, say, a local nutritionist or a physical therapist. Extends your reach.
Okay, that makes sense. Workshops for hands-on skills, seminars for broader learning and outreach. What's number 3?
Third category is specialty classes, but specifically framed as limited series. Short-term programs, themed, separate from the regular schedule.
Ah, like a limited time offer kind of thing.
Pretty much. The key is they create urgency. They're focused around a specific goal or activity for a set period.
Okay, examples.
Think 6-week summer shred challenge.
Yeah.
It's that seasonal motivation.
Ah, classic.
Or an 8-week teen strength camp, super targeted demographic. Maybe a boxing boot camp series for an intense intro. Or the classic New Year, New You transformation program.
Right, ties into resolutions. These sound like they could generate real buzz. Who are they designed for, strategically?
Well, that limited availability definitely creates urgency, encourages people to sign up faster.
Scary.
Exactly. They also let you target niche groups, people interested in boxing, or teens needing strength training who might not join a general gym. And importantly, they're a good way to monetize results-driven programs. People often pay more for a focused, short-term thing with a clear finish line.
Okay, so we've got workshops for skills, seminars for knowledge, limited series for urgency and specific goals. Now, how do you actually make these things profitable? The paper lays out a blueprint, right? What's step 1?
Step 1, and it's critical, pick the right problem to solve. You got to tap into something your target audience really feels, a frustration, a challenge they have, something they aspire to but feel stuck on.
Okay, so not just a topic, but a problem. Like what? Can you give examples?
Sure. Someone might think, I want to use the weights, but that whole area scares me. I don't know where to begin. That's a real problem, desire plus a barrier.
Yep.
Or someone hitting, say, 50, thinking, how do I stay active safely now? What exercises work for me? Or the classic, I know diet matters, but meal prep feels like a second job.
Right, those are tangible struggles. So really understanding those pain points is job 1. What's next in making the event work?
Step 2 is design a clear offer. People need to know exactly what they're going to get out of it. How will this workshop or seminar actually improve their life or solve that specific problem you identified? The value needs to be crystal clear.
So it's not enough just to say nutrition seminar.
Right. The paper gives good examples of strong offers. Instead of just back pain relief workshop, maybe, discover 3 simple exercises to ease back pain and fix your posture in just 60 minutes. See? Specific, tangible outcome.
Yeah, much better.
Or instead of healthy eating seminar, try. Learn our proven 3-step system for fast, delicious meal prep that saves you hours each week. Again, addresses the time-consuming problem directly. Focus on the transformation.
Got it. Focus on the what's in it for me and the result. Okay, problem, offer. What's the third piece for profitability?
Third is price smart. The paper talks about different pricing strategies based on the event type and what you're trying to achieve.
Okay, let's break that down. What are the options?
Well, you might have free events. These are mostly lead generators, right? Build your email list. Could be an intro workshop, maybe a broad appeal seminar.
Makes sense. Get people in the door.
Then you've got paid events, maybe in the, say, $20 to $150 range. These need to deliver more specific, in-depth value. People expect a clear takeaway for that price.
Right.
And then there's premium pricing, maybe $99, $299, even more. Often for those bundled limited series that promise a bigger transformation. Maybe include extra coaching or resources.
Okay, different tiers for different value levels. Makes sense. Step 4 in this blueprint.
Step 4 is all promotion. Promote early, frequently, and everywhere. Treat it like a real product launch. Don't just mention it once.
Okay, so how do you promote effectively? What tactics does the paper suggest?
A mix, really. Use your social media posts, stories, maybe some targeted ads. Put up clear signs inside the gym. Make sure your staff knows all about it and can talk it up. Definitely use your email list. Send updates, reminders. Create a dedicated landing page online with all the details and easy sign up. And look for local partners, maybe that chiropractor again, or a health food store.
Right, spread the word widely. And wasn't there a specific messaging tip about how to talk about these events and promotions?
Yeah, really important. Always focus on the outcome or the transformation, not just the topic.
Oh, yes.
The example they gave was powerful. Instead of just nutrition seminar, frame it like, Finally, stop dieting. Learn how to fuel your body for real energy and results in just 30 minutes. Much more appealing, right? It's a pain point. Promises a benefit.
Definitely more compelling. Okay, so great event idea, clear offer, smart price, solid promotion.
Yeah.
What's the final crucial step for making it pay off?
The last step, and maybe the most vital, capture leads and drive conversions. The goal isn't just filling seats for one day. It's about building relationships, growing your actual client base long term.
So how do you turn attendees into members or clients? What strategies work?
The paper suggests a few things. Offer attendees an exclusive deal, maybe a special trial membership, or a discount if they sign up soon.
Okay, an incentive.
Try to book follow-up chats or consultations right there at the event. Talk to them while they're engaged and motivated. Use retargeting ads online to stay visible to attendees afterwards. Nurture them with follow-up emails that continue to provide value. Keep that connection going.
And didn't the paper have a specific conversion tip about timing?
Yes. It's strongly recommended trying to book that follow-up appointment before the person leaves the event. Strike while the iron is hot, basically.
Yeah.
Capitalizes on their immediate interest, massively boosts conversion chances.
Got it. Be proactive. So just to quickly recap that event success formula from the paper. Step 1, solve a real problem. Step 2, create a clear, compelling offer. Step 3, price it strategically. Step 4, promote it everywhere. Step 5, have a plan to convert attendees.
Exactly. Those 5 pieces working together. That's the framework for events that don't just feel good, but actually build the business.
Now, to make this really concrete, the paper had a case study, right? The Strength Starter workshop. Tell us about that.
Yeah, the Strength Starter. It was a 4-week workshop series aimed squarely at beginners wanting to get into strength training. Timed perfectly for, the New Year's resolution crowd.
Smart timing.
Yeah.
What did people actually get in this workshop?
They got weekly hands-on sessions learning the basic fundamental lifts. They got a program guide to take away, and even a little intro coaching on nutrition basics to support the training.
Sounds pretty comprehensive for a starter program. What did it cost?
It was priced at $99 for the 4 weeks. Made it feel accessible, good value for someone just dipping their toes in.
Okay, $99. And how did they promote it? How did they get the word out?
They used a focused approach. Hit their email list, obviously. Used Instagram stories for visual appeal and quick updates. And they had that partnership with a local chiropractor who referred patients needing to build foundational strength.
Nice multi-pronged approach. And the results? Did it work?
The results were pretty fantastic, actually. The paper stated that 70% of the people who did the workshop ended up converting to full-time members.
Wow, 70%. That's huge.
Huge. So it wasn't just a one-off revenue bump. It became a reliable annual pipeline for bringing in serious committed members. Really shows how that lower commitment entry point can work.
Absolutely. That case study nails it. And the paper's final thoughts really bring it home, don't they? These events aren't just tactics.
No, they're strategic levers for growth, for building authority, for making the business more sustainable overall.
So thinking bigger picture, beyond just the event income, what are those main long-term wins from doing workshops, seminars, these kinds of things?
The paper sums it up well. You attract leads without the hard sell. You build a stronger community feel. You establish yourself as the trusted expert people turn to. You diversify your income without needing more floor space. And you basically reinforce the idea that your business is the place to go for learning, for support, for getting actual results.
It definitely sounds like a more, holistic, value-first way to grow a business.
Exactly. And the paper ends with this really simple, actionable nudge. Choose one topic, set one date,
Right.
build one irresistible offer. Just start.
I like that. Take the first step. Okay, so wrapping up our deep dive into jthomas's white paper, we've seen why moving beyond just memberships can open things up, make fitness more accessible.
Right. We broke down the differences and uses of workshops, seminars, and those limited specialty classes.
And we walked through that 5-step formula for making them successful and profitable, from finding the problem to closing the loop with conversions.
And hopefully for you, listening, even if you're not in fitness, these core ideas resonate.
Yeah.
Offering focused, high-value experiences, building trust, demonstrating expertise, that applies almost anywhere.
Totally. Which leads us to our final thought for you. Take a second and consider what knowledge, what skill, what passion do you have that you could maybe share in a shorter, focused format like this? How could finding a specific need, crafting a really clear offer around your expertise, and focusing on delivering real value, how could that help you connect more deeply with your audience, or maybe even open up new paths for whatever it is you do?
It's definitely something to think about, that fundamental idea of
Mm.
offering accessible value.
Yeah.
It's powerful.